Georgia and Michigan, 1 and 2. Not only did that not move at all, but they absolutely rolled. Both scored over 50 points. They just look good.
Yeah, they did, and we're going to get into right and wrong here. If you're on audio, here's what we got from 1 to 10. Georgia stayed at 1. Michigan at 2. Florida State at 3. Can't believe that under 58.5 hit.
Yeah,
Had that one this weekend.
Because they rolled.
Dude, they were up 22-0 before you could snap your fingers. Oregon at 4. Here we go this week. They were on a bye. We're going to know this week.
Yep.
Ohio State at 5.
Struggled with Maryland.
What a cover. I know, Blaine. Blaine had Maryland. He was over
kicked a field goal at halftime.
Dude, what?
God,
I said the same thing for, I was watching the Colts this weekend. You know what? I'm not even going to get into it. Some of the decision-making, it just, Maryland at the end of the half, that was awful. That's unacceptable.
You can't do it.
The only thing that was more unacceptable was what Miami did.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll get to that. Oklahoma at number 6, moving on up. That's what we call circling the wagons, boys.
Moving on
Penn
up.
State at 7. I still don't trust them.
Really?
I just still don't trust them.
Well,
I don't think they hit enough explosive plays.
Trust them
to be able to hit enough explosive plays to beat a team that scores 24 points.
Like trust them to make the playoffs.
So like they'll still go 10-2 again and win a bowl game.
Yeah.
I mean 11-2. That's a great season.
No, it is, but like I'm not trusting them to make the playoffs.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Washington at 8. They're playing Oregon this weekend. I'm so unbelievably jacked and tan about it. USC at 9.
They've fell 3 consecutive weeks after 3 different wins in the AP poll.
Shouldn't be there.
But that was because they overranked them in the first place.
Just doesn't feel right.
Well, it's again, I've said it since the first week. We've all said it. You know what this USC team looks like? Every other team that Lincoln Riley's had. Like, it looks like every other team that Lincoln Riley's had. Caleb Williams is the best quarterback he's had. I think in college, we can agree on that. Better than Kyler, better than Baker.
Yes.
I think we can agree on that. But it's the same build. It's like you start out on whatever game you play, video game you play, and you have to do like the character build. It's always offensive. Lincoln Riley, whatever character is, probably cannot defend anything. Probably didn't have
Alex
a shield.
Grinch is stealing money.
It's just
Alex Grinch is stealing money. He's been stealing the money.
Right
now, USC Louisville, who you take?
Where's it at?
Neutral.
USC.
I'm probably taking USC.
Take USC.
Give me Louisville.
Texas at 10. Because they beat Bama.
Yeah.
We had Bama at 10, and then we're like, how can we put Bama at 10
we do it?
when both of them and Texas have one loss, and Texas won at Bama?
At their place.
Like, I can't in good conscience do
But this is the week we find out a lot more about the Pac-12. Like we've been talking about, the back half of that schedule, so loaded. Oregon, Washington, obviously. We're going to see who takes the reins in the driver's seat there. But then also USC goes to Notre Dame. You know, Notre Dame after a loss this past weekend, after, the past 3 weeks, really the emotional roller coaster Notre Dame's been on. Can they figure out a way to get up for this old school rivalry when USC comes to town?
You have a couple good. UCLA goes to Oregon State.
There's another one.
Right, that should be a good one. Oregon State gave up 40 to Cal. Wow. Like, that's just such a weird, was that, I didn't get it. This is a game I did not get a chance to watch. Obviously, with the other ones that were going on, there's only so many multi-views that I can put up. But was this a look ahead for Oregon State?
Man,
I don't know. I just don't think their defense is that good.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're bad. I mean,
Washington State dropped 12 against UCLA. You got to remember that they had a pick 6 in that game. The Washington State could have scored as many points as they wanted to against Oregon State. So that's why I just don't think their defense is that good.
Well, I think this Oregon State team is just, it's the same DJU. Like, I don't think DJU is like leaps and bounds better. I think it's a good fit.
He's the problem.
But, I mean, you did give, on the road, right? This is where it's kind of gotten weird. San Jose State, you gave up 17.
They rolled Boise State this weekend.
I know, that surprised me, especially with the green kid at quarterback for Boise. UC Davis, San Diego State at home, you gave up 9. At Washington State, you gave up a 38 piece. That's on the road. It seems like this Oregon State defense just depends on if they're at home or on the road. You get UCLA at home. I still don't trust UCLA's
And it's so strange,
offense.
actually, like what we've seen from Oregon State the last couple of years. They've been physical and fast and athletic and smart on.
Well, Jonathan Smith has that thing built.
Yeah.
He's building it. They're almost like a little bit of diet Utah.
If you watch that Florida State game against Virginia Tech, Florida State jumped out early. Next you know, it was 24-17 at one point. I'm pretty sure going into the third.
Yeah, I feel like Florida State.
Florida State's defense worries me.
Really?
Worries me. If you're watching Florida State, Virginia Tech was tearing them apart.
Well, and again, it's a long time ago now, it feels like, but that's the only team I've seen that, LSU really didn't do anything against. LSU.
Well, that's first game of the season.
I know, I understand that, but like you had experience on LSU.
If LSU played Florida State right now, how many is LSU dropping? 30 plus.
Man, it's hard for me to say because Florida State just put their dukes up and said, let's fight it out and find out who's more man. Like, and I've seen LSU, I've seen them falter to that twice.
Yeah, I know, but still, I don't think that LSU offense right now is.
I think that LSU offense is scoring 30,
Yeah.
but I think Florida State's scoring 45.
For sure. Well,
I still
we
think
can
some
score
of
45.
the reason LSU's scoring so many points is because now they realize, oh wait, we have to.
Yeah, there's no other
Wait,
option.
we have to, or we're going to
exactly
lose. The defense isn't stopping anyone.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We want to know what you think. Again, those are our power rankings. We're going to put them out real quickly in the chat, Blaine. What are they saying about them?
Okay, let's go. A lot of agreeing here, which is good.
Good. Smart group.
The poll today is Oklahoma. Should they be in the top 4? I want to get people's opinions on that. Let me see here. We got USC's too high, but you got to put them there.
You got.
Where
I
else
mean,
were you gonna put 'em?
we're going to find out. That's the best part about this Pac-12. I mean, we got what 3 Pac-12 teams in there right now: Oregon, Washington, and USC. All of them, I believe, play each other.
Yeah, and like I'm thinking like, okay, because we have Alabama right now, right at 11, right?
Right at 11.
Alabama USC right now, I think would be a good game.
I think it'd be a really good.
I think it'd be a good game. I think, Alabama's
How many is
defense,
USC scoring against Bama?
That's what I'm trying to do in my head right now.
Because Alabama's scoring against
put up
USC.
34. They beat Alabama 34-24. I mean,
Does Bama win that game like 52 to 40 to 42?
and that's the question: is Alabama's offense going to put up that many points against them?
I feel a whole lot better about Alabama's defense being able to stop Caleb Williams more times than what USC's defense can stop
You
Alabama.
might be right.
If
That's why it would be
Milrose's first option's open, which we're going to get into here in a second.
John Edward Kruger said Georgia and Michigan shouldn't be 1 and 2. They haven't played anybody.
I
Who you
mean,
putting up there, dog? Who you feel great about, John?
you watched Georgia this past weekend?
Who you
I know
feel great
Kentucky's
about?
not the greatest team in the world, but if you've watched Georgia and Michigan, I think there's no reason for us to move
I
them
can't
down.
wait till Michigan's schedule next year. Just so
Oh,
we can-
dude.
Oh, God. Why? Why?
That's
Why, John?
Because the Pac-12 decided to collapse and everyone's coming over, and we already had Texas.
Look, I
scheduled in
get
the
it.
nine
Y'all got
o'clock.
like
I get a couple.
Ohio State, Texas,
Yeah.
USC.
Oregon.
I get a cup.
It's
USC.
one of those schedules where you take over, like on NCAA,
Yeah,
football
Online
video
Dynasty.
game, where you take over an online dynasty and you get to set your own schedule, and you're not ranked before the year, so you
gotta go
schedule
A+.
all the best teams.
It's one of
so you
those
can beat 'em and
schedules
make the natty.
where you better win the national championship this year.
year.
For sure.
I thought Florida
This
had the
year.
toughest schedule
No.
next year.
Oh,
No,
Not anymore.
Billy's gone.
yeah.
Not anymore.
Florida looks like Shaq playing against 9-year-olds in one-on-one basketball
Oh, I can't
compared to
wait.
you guys' schedule.
I can't wait.
Hey, YouTube, thanks for stopping by. You get a chance to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, keep sharing the show. Cannot thank y'all enough. The way we're growing, you guys are the best, and we really appreciate it. We'll keep being us. You keep being you, and without you, there is no us.